Counterfeit is obviously a big challenge for us, not only from the point of view that we are losing sales, it is also from the point of view of damage to our brand. Our brand image is getting severely this thing. So we had tried earlier to get all the companies together under ACMA to work on this collectively for finding out how we can stop this menace. A little more has to be done certainly by the ACMA companies together in ensuring that we don't spoil the brand images of companies which has been built over so many years in the market. But as far as the opportunities are concerned, for me, it is very clear. Every year there is an addition of vehicle park which is happening in the marketplace. So if somebody says that the aftermarket is building, sometimes it's a kind of a puzzle to me, because if vehicles are getting added every year, more than 1 million cars and things like that, so where is the question of the aftermarket coming down? It's more due to the sentiment aspects, the cash flow situations which is creating this issue, but otherwise the opportunities continue to exist in the aftermarket because replacement is going to happen. Of course, with technology, the longevity of the parts have increased, the longevity of the parts have improved. So because of that, the replacement cycle might get a little longer because of the quality parts, but the opportunities still remain. It is a question of how we are able to leverage the available opportunities and see what we can do to keep adding value to the end customers. From a stakeholder perspective, if you ask me, there is a definite shift from an unorganized market behavior to an organized market behavior. This is coming up from tier 2 towns, tier 3 towns, and tier 1 towns have always been a lot more organized than this. But so I see a definite shift coming from there, which means there is more opportunities for manufacturers, more opportunities for intermediaries like us. There's more opportunities for organized players in the service network to create a big difference. So India is here to stay. I mean, we have a lot of untapped potential yet.
One is the fakes. See, I already told you the aftermarket is very unorganized. As a result, too many players, becomes fragmented. In this, there comes the fakes. Now they slip in very stealthily inside. Their products are almost as similar and people get fooled by it. That's one challenge. I think, if I am not right, estimates say that 20 to 30% at least will be fakes, counterfeit products. The second challenge is the price sensitivity. Now, because of too many players, organized players and fakes, there's a pressure on the price. As a result, people are choosing price over quality. They are demanding, they are almost saying price, quality is a given. You have to be at the quality, but give me a lower price. So they're expecting a Mercedes Benz at a Maruti 800 price, which is a big challenge, So that, I think these are the two, counterfeit products, price sensitivity, and these are the main challenges for the aftermarket. The skilled technicians are also lacking. Because the rise of more advanced vehicles in terms of telematics, in terms of diagnostic tools, in terms of the entire setup, the rise for the demand for skill technicians is rising, so that is a challenge. And sorry, I forgot to mention EVs. EVs are coming in a big way. I don't think the Indian aftermarket is still yet ready, especially in the service segment, to meet these challenges. And as a result, these vehicles will continue to go back to the OE. So these are some of the big challenges. Export is a big opportunity. Since the number of vehicles are going up, the range is an opportunity. So we have to be in the... See, I'll tell you, aftermarket is all about, which I will be speaking about shortly, is RRR, not the movie. I've added a fourth R to it. It's about relationship, resilience, range and responsiveness.
Challenges the variety of vehicle. Now each vehicle manufacturer has multiple models, and within models variants. So the parts, the diversity of parts and therefore the pipeline inventory. So who's going to bear the cost of that? Because there is an obsolescence as well. More electronics into the vehicles. The electronic parts are far more easy to be closer to obsolescence than the mechanical parts. And how are we going to manage the cost of obsolescence and the long tail and inventory pipeline and all that? That is one major challenge. The second challenge is the vehicle penetration is almost in every district now. There is no district where we can say there is zero vehicle. And therefore the service requirements are there. So how do you reach the right parts to those places? Because there is somebody who is looking for the right part. So how do you reach them for the part at the right time? While the road network has improved, still there are last mile issues which we need to bear with, and also the cost of logistics and reaching out to that. So that is something that's another challenge. It also brings an opportunity, because that is an opportunity if we start focusing on how do we really serve the customer. The problem statement is, it is not about whether we can serve them or not. So we want to serve them, so how do we serve them cost effectively? Not all the cost is pushed to them, not all the cost is pushed to the supplier, so how do we really do that? So that is an interesting problem to solve.
Yeah, challenges are competition and spurious products. And normally what happens, the duplicacy is very big challenge for any genuine manufacturers. Copycats are around, so they just copy, they do the reverse engineering, and they just penetrate in the market. They damage the original equipment manufacturers' good quality products and reliability. So that is a very big challenge, and opportunities are plenty. When you raise your bar from one level to another level, see what happens, the OEMs, car manufacturer, two-wheeler manufacturers, they give a package. They want this much. That's all. Are you going beyond that? Are you giving a value for money to them? For example, I'll tell you, one filter that can be used for 10,000 kilometers for a car or a motorcycle. Okay, but can you design a product for a premium price and that will go beyond 25,000 kilometers? Then the customer will be liking it. Okay, so those are the opportunities I'm looking for. And like tires, like engine oils. So nowadays what happens is the engine oils that can withstand up to 15,000 kilometers in two-wheelers. Okay, so earlier it was just 5,000 kilometers. I'm talking about 15 years ago. It was just 5,000 kilometers. Now it is 15,000 kilometers. So if it goes beyond the 20,000 kilometers like that, or 25,000 kilometers, then customer will not hesitate to pay more money for that. So those are the opportunities. So being engineers and the organizations, they have to think over that. They have to invest in research and development of enhancing the quality and reliability. That is the opportunity I'm saying.
See, India is a fast-growing country. The way we have grown, the automotive industry has grown in the last 10 years. So the opportunities are like sky is the limit, you can say. But in that case, with the growing infrastructure of roads and the new technologies that are coming into the aftermarket automotive division, the opportunities are massive. And hopefully India should be the next factory for the world. So even export opportunities are like, we hope for the best. And if we keep organizing such sessions, maybe it will give us a much better exposure and opportunity to collaborate.